are 7 tips on how to be successful with Summit Cleaning Solutions. Flexibility. There may be times when your schedule may need to be changed, or the way you're cleaning may need to be changed. Stay flexible. Consistency. We need employees that will deliver the same high-quality service every time. This is the only way we can keep our customers happy. Attention to detail. Attention to detail will provide our customers with a high-quality service they expect. Take criticism professionally. You can't take criticism personally. Take the criticism or complaint and adjust your cleaning accordingly. Communication. Communication is a very important part of your job. Your supervisor needs to know what is going on at each location. Are supplies running low? Is there a project that needs to be done? Follow directions. Following directions ensures everything is getting done correctly. Stay within the time allotment. There is a time allotment for each location. It is important that it is followed. The training you will be going through will show you how to give high-quality cleaning and stay within the time allotment. Before cleaning the restrooms, you'll need cleaner, gloves, and paper towels. Other supplies you might need are toilet bowl cleaner, toilet bowl brush, stainless steel cleaner, toilet paper, soap, broom, and a mop. Always wear gloves when cleaning a restroom. This is for your protection. When cleaning mirrors or glass, always use a window or glass cleaner. Other types of cleaners could cause smearing. Always start with the mirrors when cleaning restrooms. Spraying the mirror, faucet, sink, and counter. Wipe off the spots and/or dust off the mirror with paper towels. Then move to the faucet, polishing the chrome and removing spots or buildup. Then wipe out the sink. Make sure the sink is free of hair, soap, and spots. Last, move to the counter. Remove any spots and soap. While you're cleaning the sink, if you notice it needs extra attention, let your supervisor know within 24 hours. This is cleaning the toilets. The toilets need to be free of spots and debris inside and out. First, spray the entire toilet and chrome with disinfectant. Start with the chrome and polish and remove any spots or dust. Next, wipe the seat. Flip the seat up, wipe under the seat. Wipe the rim and below the rim. Pay attention to the front of the bowl. Move to the pedestal of the toilet. If there's any debris inside the toilet, use the toilet bowl cleaner and brush to remove anything. Toilet bowl cleaner should be used about once a week to prevent rings from building up. If you notice there's rings that the toilet bowl cleaner will not remove, let your supervisor know within 24 hours. Make sure to flush when you're done cleaning the toilets. Pay attention to the area around the toilets. Look for any spots or dust and wipe down any dispensers or walls that need to be done. After these steps, remove the trash, and don't forget the feminine boxes. Change the trash bags only when there's liquid, food, or gum on the bag or the gag is ripped. Remove your gloves and check for any products that need to be stocked. The last step is to clean the floors. The floors are covered in another section. You must use a clean rag to clean windows. Spray just enough cleaner to remove the fingerprints or spots. Wipe the window until completely dry. Leaving the window wet could cause smearing. Squat down, look at the window in different angles to ensure a good clean. If the window is smeary or cloudy and you can't remove the cloudiness, you must contact your supervisor immediately. Entries and billings are important because this is the first thing our customers see when they arrive. It sets the tone or mood when they look at the entire building. Entries should be free of cobwebs, and the entry mats and area should be vacuumed, swept, mopped nearly every time, if not every time. The entry doors and windows should be free of fingerprints and dust. Dust should be wiped down at least once per week, but checked every clean. You should be looking for fingerprints, dust, and spills. There should never be dust bunnies on desks or counters. Other surfaces will require daily wiping, like customer counters. Most of the time we do not move items, but if dust or dirt is building up, you must move items. But be very careful when moving anything. There are two ways to wipe down surfaces, using a damp cloth method as shown, and spraying as you go shown in the last section. Most of the time, spraying as you go is the preferred method. You can control the amount of cleaner being used and reduces the chance of streaking. We are responsible for dusting all surfaces, which can include computers, computer screens, printers, file cabinets, and top dividers. Always keep your eyes open for dust while doing other tasks. Use a duster to reach areas you can't reach with a rag. Make sure to clean up any piles of dust after dusting if needed. When dusting desks, be very careful around breakable objects. Make sure to get behind the computers and computer screens. Dusting desks with a duster may not be necessary if you dust with a rag when you wipe down. Dusting should be performed at least once a week. Trash removal is an important part of our service. Even if one trash can is not emptied, the job is not complete. When emptying trash cans, notice if the trash bag needs replaced. If there are spills, gum, and/or anything that can't be removed, replace the trash bag. Also, you will need to replace trash bags if it's the only way to empty the trash can. Make sure the trash bags are tied and are neat and tidy on the can. Wipe off any drips off the can. Offices and meeting rooms have to be tidied up by pushing in chairs. Do not move paperwork to tidy up, but wipe around everything. Begin dust mopping by edging the area you're going to dust mop, cleaning a path next to the walls or edges. Dust mop the remaining area in a straight path or in an S pattern. Overlap each path. Always use the same edge for the job and keep the dust mop on the floor as much as possible. Shake it sharply once or twice close to the floor to remove dirt and dust. Do not push the dust mop through liquid spills. When using a flat mop system, use water only, as shown here. You can use some cleaner on bad spots from the spray bottle only. For best results, use a dripping wet mop. When flat mopping, use the same pattern as you would with a dust mop. First, edge the area or room. Then, use the same straight path or S pattern with the flat mop. Rinse the flat mop as often as necessary to ensure a streak and smear-free floor. Do not let dirt build up on the mop before rinsing it. The flat mop will need to be replaced when it cannot be rinsed clean. Place the mop in a dirty rag bag. Shown here is how to rinse a flat mop in the sink if a janitorial sink is not available. There are two ways to store a flat mop head. One, shown here, on its edge, rinsing it before storing it. Two, taking it off the stick and storing it over the sink, rinsing it before storing it. Do not store the flat mop on the ground, this could ruin the pad. Wet mopping removes spots and heavy soils. Spot mopping means to mop scattered spills instead of the entire floor. Always use the correct amount of floor cleaner for mopping. It's usually 2 ounces of the solution per mop bucket. Always read directions for the exact amount. When mopping, keep your back straight and swing the mop head close to your feet. Steady the mop with one hand near the top and swing the mop with the other hand at the waist height. The weight of the mop itself will clean the floor. There's no need to push down unless you have a tough spot on the floor. Use the same pattern as dust mopping or flat mopping. Start by edging a path around the outside of the section. Then, mop in an overlapping S pattern. Watch the mop water as you're mopping. You'll need to change the mop water out if it gets too dirty. When you're finished mopping, rinse out the mop and dump the mop water out. Hang the mop over the wringer to dry. Check the vacuum bag before using by squeezing the outer bag. You'll also know if it's full because the vacuum is heavy. Vacuum carpets as needed. Before you vacuum, pick up any paper clips, staples, rocks, pens, pencils, and any large items that may clog the vacuum. Vacuum the traffic lanes more frequently than the rest of the carpet. Watch the edges for dust. When done vacuuming, wrap the cord up long and loose. This will help the cord not tangle up. Take the end of the cord in your right hand, if you're right-handed. Then take the cord with the other hand. Stretch your arms out wide. Finally, bring in the left hand to your right, holding everything with your right hand. Vacuum maintenance, troubleshooting vacuum problems. Follow the directions before calling your supervisor. This process should only take 5 minutes. For low suction or dust coming from the vacuum, check the bag for fullness or a rip. A ripped bag cannot be used. Next, check the vacuum for clogs. It can be taken apart without using any tools. Next, check that all the parts are sealed and tightly secured when putting your vacuum back together. If you can't find the problem, call your supervisor. Do not suck up paper clips, rubber bands, or anything larger than a dime. If the vacuum is getting heavy, it's time to change the bag, even if the suction is fine. It's your responsibility to report any problems with the vacuum cleaners. What to do if your vacuum is not working? Try to pick up everything you can. Then try using a broom and dustpan. Contact your supervisor if you cannot solve the problem yourself that night. Janitor closets and areas must be neat and tidy. All supplies and equipment need to be put away and ready for the next person. Always make sure there are 2 weeks of supplies on hand. Dumpster areas need to be neat and tidy too. Make sure to break down any boxes and put them in a recycle dumpster if available. Also pick up any trash alongside the dumpsters.